Morning YouTube, it's Carrie here from Foster's Field Soy Candles and Cold Processed Soap. This morning I'm going to make a small little batch of cold processed soap. I have this little mold that my husband found on eBay for me that I'd like to test out. This is going to be the perfect size for wedding favors, hopefully. So we'll test it out and see how it goes. I've got everything organized here. I pre-measured all my oils and butters. I did it in 2 batches. I do, which I quite often will do to speed the process up a bit. I put my hard oils in 1 container, and then I melt those down, and then I put my liquid oils in another container, and I work with my lye fairly warm because I like it cools everything off when I put these oils together. Not so much on this batch, but when I make a normal size batch, my cold oils cool the batch down quite a bit, so I work with the lye fairly warm. Okay, so first things first, put my eye protection on. Okay, so let's just get these things going here. I'm going to get some of these things out of the way. I kind of put them together to show you. And get my fragrance oil in this little container. And pardon the little kitty noise behind me. I'm going to move this off the side for a minute. And now I've got helpers. You guys need to go while Mommy's making soap, please. Go back up and play with Haley.
No, we don't want to go inside. We will stay here.
That's okay. Go play with Haley. You can't be here when Mom's making soap.
Can we go upstairs and play?
Yep.
We also do play upstairs in my bedroom.
Okay, go play in your bedroom. Perfect. Now that they're gone, I don't like to have my kids, anybody really in my area when I'm getting down to the making the soap part. So, first of all, I'm going to take my spatula that I hid over here. And this is my, there's avocado oil, olive oil, castor oil in here. In here I've got coconut oil, palm oil, and cocoa butter. So we're just going to get those 2 mixed in together. I like to get every single drop out I can because castor oil sinks to the bottom. It's a quite thick oil. So get all that out. I'm making this soap in a Honey Notes fragrance, mostly because it's my mother-in-law's favorite soap. She has one of my very first bars of soap in her bathroom. How it's lasted so long, I don't know. She doesn't use it very often, obviously. So she happens to love that scent, and she will not give up that bar of soap. And it happens to be one that I don't really like. So I'm going to make this for her, and with the scent that she likes, with the hopes that she'll trade me up that old bar for a brand new bar that's properly made. Okay, so here goes our lye and my hair that went with it. Just pop our lye into there. I put my lye over top of my spatula because I like as few bubbles as I can to get into the soap. And you probably notice I am working with plastic. Some soapers will work with glass. I have metal pots and pans that I use normally for my big batches. However, I do have just a smaller one this time. So I like to work in plastic because it's just personal preference. It's I've just heard things about glass that I don't really like, so I prefer to stick to plastic. So anyway, I'm going to turn the video off for a minute. This is going to get quite noisy when I blend it up, and I will get back to you in a few minutes. Okay. Okay. So I've got it to about a medium trace here. I have separated a little bit. I've got some in a little bowl over here. I pre-mix my colorants. This is titanium dioxide. I'm going to mix it first because my other colorant is activated charcoal, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to speed my process up on me here. So I'm actually just going to get rid of my stick blender here. It's kind of in my way. Just pop it in my sink and hope that nothing falls over. Okay. I thought I had all of my tools and utensils ready, and I obviously do not. Okay. So I like to whisk in my colorant, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I mix more colorant usually than what I actually need because I have had batches where I don't have enough colorant because I didn't think ahead and make more than what I needed. So normally I do make a little bit more, so I sometimes have a little bit left over. a nice, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a nice creamy color, which is what I want. Actually, I just might pop the rest of that in there. And give it a good mix. You don't want any, you want that color to be really thoroughly mixed in through the soap. So let's just set that one aside. And we'll get our other one going here. This one's already starting to thicken up on me. I'm not used to the small bowl. My utensils are not staying where they're supposed to. Actually, I may have to get my stick blender back out because sometimes I find activated charcoal to be a bit tricky. It's hard to get mixed in sometimes. So let's go see what we can do here. The stick blender doesn't really work that well when I get to these little amounts. Usually when I make my bigger batches, I have much more and I can easily stick blend what I have to get the little bits out. But I don't want my soap batter to come flying up at my face, so I'm a little bit nervous to put the stick blender back in there if I don't have to. Let's just see what we can get going here. Oh yeah, that's better. You see that? That's like a dark gray, which is the color I'm going for. I want like a dark gray. Nice. Got that going like that. All right. That mixing started getting pretty annoying, huh? Okay, so that all mixed in. I've got put my little. Just gonna get these things. I like to keep my area as tidy as I can as I work. It just makes life a whole lot easier. I have a sneaky suspicion I probably have too much soap batter here. So let's just go see what we can do. I'll try and do this so everybody can see it. We're just gonna pour this into the mold. I don't know, I might be okay. I was kind of thinking I had probably way too much, but no, maybe not. I'm going to put all of this in. Oops, and some of it aside. Let's just turn it this way. I'm going to do a video on the molds. I'm just, sorry guys, you're going to see the back of my bowl because I am right-handed. I'm going to do a video on my soap molds. I love my soap molds. I have a couple different ones. My husband's made all my other soap molds for me. So my soaps are custom size for me. And I will do a video on that sometime. So, and just gonna pour this into here. Just back and forth. Like so. I'm actually gonna stop there. And something else I didn't prepare for. Goodness, I'm not near as prepared as I thought I'd be. I have these nifty little dowels things that I use. This is my main swirling tool that I use on my big molds. It's just it's a neat thing. It's not fancy, but it works. And it's just real thick. It's an old hanger. This is a dowel. I just get these at the dollar store. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into the corner, and I just like to do a quick little figure 8 type little swirl around there. And then I take a quick buzz around all 4 sides, and then we'll just put that in with everything else. I'm going to get rid of my. So what I'm going to do with the rest of my, I still have a little bit of batter here, so I'm just going to see if I can use a smaller thing, and I'm just going to see if I can get this to sit right on the top of my soap. And it shouldn't go through because I used a nice trace, so it shouldn't go through. No, it's not. It's staying right on top where I want it to. It's actually a really pretty gray color. And it's the same similar color to what the soap is now that my mother-in-law won't give up. So let's see if we can convince her. Let's look at this done. Okay, so here goes. And this is I probably should have, the smart thing to do as a soaper would have been to do all the measuring my soap mold to find out exactly how much soap would fit in here, but I didn't have time for that. So I just took a wild stab at it and thought that it was probably about 2 pounds. I think I made 2 pound batch of soap here, and it's not quite coming up as high as I want, but that's okay. Because that leaves room to put saran wrap on to put my soap to sleep. And it also leaves room for this swirl, the top technique that I'm going to do in a few minutes. I usually let this sit for a few minutes because it's still kind of it's not heavy traced, so it's not going to hold the little swirl that I put up, and I'll show you that swirl in just a minute. Okay, so the soap has been sitting for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my little spatula here, just the way I like to do the tops, and I've actually not done this little top, so I'm not sure, this one might be too big. So I just go in there and kind of scoop it up. Just adds a little fancy bit to the top of my soap. I do this for all my soaps. Sometimes I have to play around with it because it doesn't just sit up the way I want it to. But here we go. Sometimes it's a little bit finicky, so I have to play with it. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but without pouring my soap out, it's kind of hard to see, I guess. Okay, there it is. So what I'm going to do now is, oh, this little thing is just so cute. So molded, so cute. Okay, I'm going to take my gloves off now. I don't usually take my gloves off until I'm all done because I have had a few issues where I've gotten soap batter on my skin trying to even just get this mold thing done. So I usually keep my gloves on until the very end. I do usually take my glasses off after I pour because I'm probably not going to get soap batter sprayed in my eyes after I've got the soap poured into the mold. Oh, oops, just hang on 1 second. I missed something. Rubbing alcohol. Spray the top with this. This reduces the soda ash. Sometimes I'll do it a couple times if I know I'm working with a fragrance oil that does get soda ash and I don't want it on. Some bars of soap I do, I'm not too concerned. It just kind of adds character. But there is some that I don't like the soda ash on. Soda ash is just a cosmetic thing on the top. Some soapers prefer to have 0. They hate it. I just play with it. Sometimes I don't mind it. It makes the soap look kind of unique. Other ones I know I don't like it on. Sometimes there's no fighting soap. It just does what it wants to do. I've just learned that you just can't make it happen sometimes. So you either work with it or you redo your recipe. So there it is. She's going to go to sleep for a little while. I'm actually going to put a towel over that as well. I have to go up and get it because I want this to be warm. As it sits here, it's going to heat up. It's going to go through a gel phase and it's going to be underneath that blanket until it cools down. I like it to cool down kind of slow. So I'm going to go ahead and go upstairs and get my towel. I'm going to put it to rest, and tomorrow I will shoot the video of me cutting these soaps. Bye for now.